Well, I just think people have been talking about this being the biggest game since the Rugby World Cup final, and perhaps between us two teams, it is, but I think we need to just take a step back a little bit and not be too pleased with ourselves, because the World Cup, 1 point, quarter-final, semi-final, final. You haven't demolished anyone. You've just got through. So, nice, and we were nice and humble. We were very humble, and we said, any side could win it. But going into this rugby championship, no one thought that Australia was going to turn up like they did. And no one thought after New Zealand beat Argentina that Argentina would have such a good reaction, and that the New Zealanders would be a little bit overconfident going into that game, overconfident and perhaps not quite at the 100% intensity that you need. So I think anyone, and you can come in here, obviously, between France, Ireland, and the four countries that are playing in the Rugby Championship, I think anyone can beat anyone on one day. So to say that tomorrow's game, our game, is the biggest since the World Cup, I think might be a little bit arrogant.
Yeah, there's 6 teams that can beat anyone. Anyone can beat anyone on the day, and that's true. But for a South African, I really believe this is the biggest game we've faced in a very long time. What this team has achieved in the last 8 years, doesn't matter if it's by 1 point or 20 points. The first one, they beat England easily in the final. The last World Cup, they had to fight for every win. But to go to Eden Park, and they're putting something bad on the screen here.
What is it?
Going...
So the hairstyle's still good?
The hairstyle's still good. But that was, and the position South Africa is in is pretty much the same.
Yeah.
We beat New Zealand 3 times in 2009. Me and Nick beat them another 4th time for the Barbarians as well. Bulls Stormers play Super Rugby final. So South African rugby is on a high.
Yeah.
We go down to Eden Park. This is our chance. We're going to take that scalp. We're going to get that victory. And they just smashed us off the ground. The intensity that they brought there was just something different. And that was almost the start of that double winning All Black team. Yeah. Almost their greatest era. So this team is facing the same thing. They've won 2 World Cups. Also, like us at that stage, getting a bit older.
Yeah.
They're facing New Zealand at the home of New Zealand rugby. There's not a bigger challenge. And for me, Rassie lives for this. Rassie and this team lives to do something special. So this would have been circled 2 years ago. We spoke to, who did we speak to? To Kitsi the other day. They circled this. After the World Cup, this was the game that was circled, that we wanted to go and win, because we would make history. But I think in World Rugby, there's also other games. If we play France, we play Ireland, it's going to be big as well. But for us in New Zealand, with the history that there is between these 2 teams, this is an opportunity for us. I've said it to someone. We've won 4 World Cups out of 7 attempts.
Yeah.
In 30 years, we've only beaten New Zealand 4 times in New Zealand. It's not easy, and we haven't beaten them at Eden Park.
Nick, what makes this fixture special for you?
Just the respect, the huge respect that both countries have for each other. I think that New Zealand has always been our biggest challenge. We've had periods when we've dominated, and they've had really good periods when they've been on top of us. And I think that time, 2013, was it, when you lost at Eden Park? I think we had a genuine chance there. Yeah. And we had the issue with Bismarck du Plessis and the tackle and the yellow card, and then the second yellow card, and things, we lost by 10 or 15, I think, in the end. But that was a real opportunity, and it was a very, very, very poor refereeing decision that spoilt that game. But they had a great side. Let's think about the side they had. They had a very, very good side at that time, went on to win the World Cup in 2015. In a great, we were that close in the semi-final. But now I don't see them as having quite as strong a team, and I see us as having a very strong team. So as Victor said, it's the question of whether the team that has achieved so much in these last 6 years, 5-6 years, can maintain that. Are we reached the peak, and are we on the slippery slope and we need to get up again? Or has this team still got another movement upwards? Are we still only halfway up the mountain? So that'll be decided this weekend. If New Zealand put in a really good performance against us and beat us by 15 points, question marks. Then you're going to look at age of players and what do we need to start the transformation now in terms of preparing for 2027.
Nicholas Mallett, are we on the up? Are we on the down? What does Nick say?
Yeah, I think this team that he's selected is a World Cup final side. He's gone for a side that it's not going to be a throw the ball around performance by South Africa. This is going to be it's going to be back to our basics, back to strong scrummaging, hopefully good set piece. The one thing is they've made a big step up in their set piece. 2 years ago, we could get 5 or 6 scrum penalties. It's not the case anymore. Guys coming off the bench are going to be as good as ours coming off the bench. So, the forwards will be 50-50, and we're going to play a kicking game. They will try and play a transition game. It's going to be who's going to be the better.
I think the kicking game is going to win or lose this game for us. And the aerial battle.
Yeah.
The aerial battle these days has become such a big part of the game. Whoever wins that scraps that goes to the ground, you win. All of a sudden, you get 20% more possession. You get 20 more percent territory because it's an easy kick. One kick chase. No one can block anymore. You just need to win that ball back, and then you're in the game. And then, if you've got the ball so many times, you get the penalty again, and that's when you can get the 3 points, 6 points. But this is not going to be a game of 4 tries each, 5 tries. This is going to be a pressure game with 1 or 2 points in it.
There were a couple of instances in the game in Cape Town, which I think will be similar to what we're going to watch this weekend. In that when you launch that up and under, you've got to be very, very certain that if you don't get the ball, you're still structured enough not to concede a try. Because when both sides are scrambling, you're scrambling to win it on the front foot. The team that's receiving it is scrambling to win it in defence. But they can turn defence into attack in just like that. One pass, a good bit of footwork, and suddenly you're under pressure because you haven't got a structured defence against that up and under.